Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Why do I always start like this? But anyway, it's inviting. I invite you to join me. Spend some time with me, gas bagging and looking at some pretty things that I'd like to show you. I have been on a spending bender recently and I'm okay with it. This is my way of compensating for or dealing with the intensity of the last school term. I'm currently on school holidays, so I am catching up on sleep. I'm starting to feel ever so slightly better. Thank you for all your well wishes to me in one of my previous videos where I was talking about how my health hasn't been the best, but thank you so much. I'm slowly getting there. Hurt my back a little while ago, couldn't move. It's like, it was a thing, right? You know, it's amazing what cortisol and stress can do to the body in a physical capacity. Anyway, my way of coping with all of that stress was to reward myself with buying things, with letting myself purchase little things for myself, just to get that dopamine hit. Now, I know that you can get these sort of dopamine hits or these little pops of joy in other ways. And I have spent time with my kids. I don't go out anymore. I've made it a conscious decision to not socialize. I've apologized to a lot of my friends, but I'm actually just keeping to myself. I'm enjoying my space. You know, I'm watching a lot of videos and TikTokers and other content creators about just spending quiet time on your own. I've been doing things around the house. I've been sort of like doing little things in my personal space because I feel safest there. Now, apologies for the trauma dump. But one way of me dealing with that is to let myself buy things because I know how hard I work, and so that's okay to me. I've said that many times. I really should make a conscious effort not to talk about that anymore. But anyway, ramble aside, let's look at the part 3 Coach haul. I have in here a box in the bag. Then here's another little box that was purchased online, and another one that just arrived today. And as we speak, it is currently the 2nd of July, and late last night on our 1st of July, the 7-1 drop happened and I did buy something from it. Now, we didn't get all of the variety that is available overseas, but we got a fair few pieces. I put up a community post on my YouTube community post page, whatever, and I was just saying how the new Coach drop, the Terries and some of the other pieces have all the little itty bitty cherries on them, but they look like little sperms to me. So I don't think I could ever get a piece like that. Look, maybe I would probably do the wristlet because, you know, I like the wristlets. Yeah, but I want to get the red signature wristlet, the scarlet signature wristlet. I've got my heart set on that, but we don't have that here yet. Anyway, I should stop talking. Thank you for listening if you got this far in, and I still haven't shown you any of the goodies, but let's get on with it. Okay, this piece was purchased online when I saw and received a notification that was back in stock. Now, I deliberately bought this to try and hack it to attach it to one of my bags. So, opening up, we have this here, of course. I always ask for the gift wrap because I think to myself, if ever I make a decision to sell it on, I've got the gift wrap available, you know, and a lot of people want the gift wrap, and I get it. The only problem is, right, and if you want to count this as a problem, but these little boxes, they're fantastic. They're such good, sturdy quality. I don't want to throw them away, but bro, where do you store them all? Let me know what you do with all your boxes and all your actual product boxes and the gift bags and everything. What do you do with them? Like, how do you deal with them? How do you store them, etc.? Anyway, so thank you very much to the person who wrapped it. We have the lovely wrapping. I always make a point of looking to see how it's been done. So what they do, obviously, is, I don't know, I just undid it, didn't I? Anyway, whatever, it's just a ribbon, right? It's just a bow. In here, it's only something small, and you're probably thinking it's an SLG. No, it's not. I'm actually surprised at myself for buying this, and it's similar to another one that I shared with you in my first epic haul video. And in here, this is a teeny tiny, it's so cute. And I'm not usually this type of person that likes these type of products, but this is the little bunny. But this is the Shoe Charm bunny. Now, I could have bought the larger one, but that one was like $100 something. I think it was reduced to 130 odd or $100 and something. I've got to make a point to remember not to get too close to the screen. Show you this, not me. Anyway, this is the shoe charm, and it has these two. These are the only bits of leather on it. Apparently it's glove tanned leather there, or full grain, I'm not sure. Oh my God, look how cute. Look at the teeny tiny little, oh my God, that's adorable. Wow. Let me take this off. And my intention is to hack this and to get one of those O-rings, put it through there, and then attach it to the bag that I'm going to show you soon. So this is called the, no idea. If I find the name, I'll put it on the screen. My apologies. Have you noticed Coach is coming with more tags now? Like, what's that about? But anyway, this is just a cute little bunny, and I liked it because the colors are muted. This one is actually softer than this one. This one, yeah, this one feels a little bit more plush. This one, maybe because the pile is closer to the actual body, feels a little bit more firm, let's say. But not used her yet, but I'm going to be using her soon. But this one feels nice and soft. And when I was in store, now I bought this online, it was in my cart for a while, and I just kept hesitating because I thought, oh, I'm not a stuffed toy person. I'm not a stuffed toy, you know, like I've never been. Even as a kid, I hardly had many stuffed toys. But this one just spoke to me. So it was in my cart for a long, long time, and then it was sold out. And then I went into store to buy the bag that I'll be showing you soon. And I asked if they had this. They didn't. They only had the little bear, and that was really cute too. And these were, I don't know, $100 and something. Now this is supposed to attach on your shoe, and the shoelace is supposed to go through these two little D-rings. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to walk around with a bunny on my shoe like this. I'm just not doing it, because if you look at my hand, it's almost the size of my hand. That's a big shoe charm, right? I intend to hang it on my bag, and they didn't have it. So this was $100 and something, and then reduced to $87.50. And then when I bought this online, I used the shop back, and I got like a small 3 or something % back as well. So I'll always use those apps. There's another one that we have now. I think it's called Cash Rewards or something. I'll put the name here, and I alternate between the two, whichever one's got the better discount at the time. So that's the first little piece, and it's gorgeous. It's really adorable. So I'm looking forward to actually adding it to a proper hook. So I'll have a little D-ring, no, a little O-ring, and then I'll attach that to another little dog leash clasp. And I'm just gonna, like, you know, put it together myself and hang that off my bag. It's smaller than the bigger one, but that's what I want. Now, let me share with you the next baby, and I'll share these with you in pretty much the order I bought them. This is, of the 3 pieces, the largest item, and I did buy this in store, and as you can see, I have another swing tag, hang tag attached, and the beautiful Zoe from the Westfield Doncaster store did this for me, and she put some beautiful hot stamping on there. So they're my initials. There's the apple for the New York apple, and then there's the Rexy, because I want a Rexy charm, but I don't think I'll ever get one. So, and I'm not prepared to pay, I think it's $17.95 on the tabby, which has all the charms on it, and one of them is the Rexy one. I don't think I'm going to do that. And I know some people are buying those bags and taking off the charms and selling off the Rexy charm at an exorbitant price, because it's expected they're going to become a collector's piece at some stage. So I get that. But anyway, I thought to myself, well, that's my little, you know, homage to Mr. Rexy. So let's have a look. Now, I bought this because it was on sale. Let me put this down. It's heavy. It was on sale, and I don't know if I told you, but my kids for Mother's Day gave me a $100 Coach voucher, which was fantastic. The only problem was it was a voucher to be used online only, and I was a bit worried. So when I went into the store, I spoke with Zoe, the salesperson, and I said, look, I really would like to use this voucher. It was a gift from my kids for Mother's Day. But at the time when my kids bought it, the salesperson who served them, and I don't know who that was, said that the only one they had available was an e-voucher. So my kids bought it for me anyway, and I was worried that I wouldn't be able to use it in store. But Blake, who's the manager of the store, actually was brilliant. She, you know, worked her magic on their little device, and she managed to put through that particular voucher. So this piece that I'm going to share with you, I managed to get on sale, which was half price, plus another $100 off, because my beautiful kids gifted me that for Mother's Day. Big box. Don't know what I'm going to do with this box, but what do you do with the boxes? Inside we have this, and some of you are going to be surprised that I've actually bought this because I never thought I would buy this. Okay, so can you guess? Can you see? Now, I tried on the 28. It was I think too small for my body. I love the 34 size of this tote style. Now, you may remember, a few months ago, I actually did a video of a version of this that was available at Target. I ended up returning that because it was really soft and floppy, and I knew it was going to drive me crazy. But this one, I chose this one because I've always liked the look of it, and this is a particular look that I'm trying to achieve with this particular bag. So this is in the Brooklyn line, and this one is the Brooklyn 39. I love the 34, but that was not on special. The 34 is still $725 here. This one was $895, but I ended up getting it for $447.50, half price, minus the $100 that my kids gave me. And here she is. She is the Brooklyn 39. It's a lot of bag for what I carry, but it's a look that I want. Brooklyn 39 in the Merlot color. Beautiful. It's so interesting because I've been saying for a while now that all I want is black bags, but I didn't want this in black. I feel like this just speaks to me, and a lot of people have been saying to me that this color has been suiting me a lot lately. Look, maybe it's because of how I'm playing with my hair color a little bit. Don't tell my hairdresser, she's gonna crack what's. But anyway, yeah, this is what I decided to go for. And I tried it on in store, and it is a big bag, right? Not gonna lie. And this is brand new, this one. They only had 2 in store. One was floor stock, and obviously this was the other one, which is the newer one. And I obviously tried on the one. Look at all that packaging. My God, so many of those other brands have so much to learn. I mean, it's also a waste, but it's just so, I don't know, satisfying to know that you're buying a new piece, which has been well protected. Anyway, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh yes, so I rang and I asked, and I tried this on in store, and I thought about it, and then I went away and I thought about it again, and then finally on this particular day that I went in, I made the decision to buy it. And so here we have the Brooklyn 39, and when you get it all new like that, it seems stiff and big, but then once it's all that stuff is taken out, it's actually a very soft, supple bag. And what I liked about it is that it has a little bit of firmness at the bottom, so it's not very rigid. You can still move it, but there's a little bit of firmness, so you don't just get that complete flop U-shaped bag, which is what I was worried that that Target one that I was looking at a couple months ago would have done. So here we have, and pardon me, because I'm half in my home clothes and half in a nice top for the sake of the video. Now, naturally, I know this is going to be a little bit problematic on my shoulder because I don't think I have nice, straight, chiseled shoulders, Probably have to go to the gym for that. I used to, but not anymore. Anyway, so I'm going to get one of those purse gummies, those stick-on things to put underneath, and it sort of like grips a little bit on your shoulder, on your clothing. But I knew that this was going to be, and always is, an issue for me. So I'm going to work with it. I'm just going to work around it. And so showing you this on my body, I'm 5'2", and I am Australian size 14. Used to be size 8, but now I'm a 14. Love that for me. Anyway, and this is what it looks like on me. So it is a big bag. There's a lot of bag there, but at the same time, please ignore the fact that my top does not match my pants. But at the same time, it just sits well, and I love it. It's that effortless, cool girl chic look that I'm hoping to be able to pull off. We'll see. But of course, once, decked out with all the proper clothing, and I have this image in my mind of like sort of loose, casual jean pants, but not full denim, but like that type of loose, almost tencel drape, and a white shirt, or even like a cream colored shirt, because I can't really wear bright white, it's not my color. And then this, and I just think to myself, it's a particular look that I think I'm going to enjoy. And it's one of those no-brainer bags. Honestly, you dump everything in it. Now, is it going to be a hassle to get things in and out of? Well, let's see. Yes, it will be. It's got a nice strong magnet here at the top, but you know, you could do it. You could manage. And in the end, look, in the end, what I've learned is if I love the bag enough, I'm prepared to put up with those little, you know, compromises, those little nuances you have to deal with to make the bag work for you even more. So as I'm talking, as I'm moving, I have felt this slipping down, but I'm going to be adding those silicone things underneath. And that is my next piece. And my intention is to, once I've added the a different hook, my intention is to hook a little bunny on here. So it should just hang nicely. It's not overly large. And I like that look. Depending on how long the hook will be, it can just sit like that. So if you imagine while you're wearing it, it'll be just like that. The only issue is they've put the hook so that if you're wearing the front of the bag with the Coach facing out, the hook is at the back. You know, so this will be at the back. But anyway, what do? Or you just wear it with the Coach facing inwards and then you just have this little bunny hanging on there. Or what I could do is just, actually, you know what I could do when I go in store? Well, I can just add it to one of these. I will add the gold ball chain to that and just hang it. That's a better idea. Speaking of, here is the one that the beautiful Zoe put together for me. So I didn't know this because they don't tell you this. I didn't realize that with every purchase they give you one other hang tag which you can have hot stamped in any way. The next one I go for, I'm going to get some of the nice blossoms, you know, all over it. But my intention is, and was, I asked her, I said, oh, what do we need to do? Do we need to buy these hang tags to put? And she said, no, you get an extra one with every purchase. I said, oh my God, I've bought so many bags. Didn't know that. The only one that I did have that done for me is that Coach compass there, got the lime green against the olive. And she said, oh no, we can do that. I said, oh my God. So let me put this on. We have here, and I chose a color that was going to be complementary, obviously, and I wanted to sit behind the little one. I suppose I'll end up moving anyway, or I'll just put them both on the same chain and then add the little bunny to the ball chain. And my intention is to have them sort of like sitting like that. So I've got a little bit of color contrast and color interest. Let's see with the bear, not the bear, the bunny, how it looks. Okay, so we're back to the original small one, and I've just put them both together on the one chain. Then that goes on the back. So then that way they will just sit together. And I have the gold facing outwards. So you get those little flashes of gold. Let's just ignore the tag for now. I mean, I'm not returning the bag, but I'm just leaving it on for now. And then I'm going to use a little ring. I know what I'm going to do. Hold, please. Okay. So what I did was I had just this little extra little, you know, key ring, and I've just put that through. So if you hold it, it just like he flops forward. But we then add this. Then sitting up against the bag, it should sit straight. So then we might have, and of course this doesn't have to be used only on this bag. I will use this on any bag. Then I can do, I think I'm problem solved. It's so cute. Stop. Look at that. I don't need an O-ring. I've got one already, just one of these little things. I think I ended up buying some. Don't really need them now, do I? Oh my God, that's so cute. And then, you know, you just get a little bit of this showing, you get a bit of the bunny. He's going to sit in all different positions and so on, but oh my God, he's adorable. The only thing is, if I, like I said, if I wear it with the Coach logo facing out, the cuteness is going to be at the back. Or like that. Oh, that's cute. That is very cute. That is very cute. I could probably even add it to the other ball chain with the tags on it, so we've got less hanging, but it could work. It could work. Let me know what you think of this little hack. Would you do it? Let me know. Or if you have a better idea, please let me know. And the third piece for this part 3, when I receive the 7-1 piece, that'll be a part 4, is in this box. Opening it up again. Oh, I requested the packaging. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. But what an amazing box, right? What an amazing box. Like, so thick and sturdy. I hate throwing them out. What do you do with them? This was purchased from the outlet, and when I purchased it, I got it at 5% off. This is a piece that I deliberately chose in black. It is the medium size of this particular piece, and let me just do this. Nice paper. I deliberately bought this because I'm going to deck it out, and I've actually bought from the same supplier that I bought that Louis Vuitton shoulder strap that I added to my Speedy. I bought it in the black with the gold because I'm going to add it to this. So here we have again the beautiful packaging. I wish that kept the black, but anyway, what do you do? Inside is this. Inside is that, like a beautiful new dust bag. The Brooklyn had the old ones because they don't make them in that size yet apparently, or we don't have them. Opening it up, nothing new. Oh God, I love it. Oh my, oh me, oh my. This is the Rowan in the black pebbled leather, and I watched multiple videos on this because I want that slouchy. Now I will, hopefully, if it comes to Australia, I will buy the larger one in that really soft slouchy leather. This is still the original leather, and it is the Rowan satchel in refined pebbled leather. This is an outlet piece. So well packaged. Obviously this is not floor stock or something returned. Look at that stuffing. Wow. So, and my intention is to wear this like a long shoulder or as a crossbody, and I intend to decorate the strap and add all the bits and bobs to it and so on. So, wow. This will, with time, it will soften up. It's still quite firm now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to deliberately squish it as I'm wearing it. So I think that's beautiful. So let's remove this. How do they put these on? Like, legitimately, how do they put these on? I've always wondered. So here we have the crossbody strap. I have not received the other one just yet, but when I do, I will be showing it to you and how it looks. So this can be adjusted to be made as a short crossbody or as a longer crossbody. Currently this is on the medium middle setting, which is probably a tad high for me. A long for me or not, I don't know. I don't really like long crossbodies, but this could be worn like this. It feels lovely. It's a nice, like it's firm. You could feel how it's firm. It's not a very soft squishy leather, but it still looks really nice. And I guess as I use it, it's going to form little, you know, creases and so on, but leather gives over time. So these are firm here. You could feel that there's firmness here. So it's not going to give a lot, but I watched, like I said, reviews, and I listened to this one particular content creator who said that the more she used it, the more it would start to soften and soften and soften. Now this has some structure at the bottom, but not a lot. So I think it will actually be okay. It's got the cute little pocket here at the back. I think my phone would fit in there. I'm using it at the moment, but that would fit in there. If not, I'll just put other bits and bobs in there. And that's that. That's my little black Speedy. I didn't want to do the mini. I wanted something a little bit more than the mini. So, and I already have a mini in the signature contrast. My floor is surrounded by packaging at the moment. Oh, wow. I'll just leave these on just in case, but wow, how beautiful is that? I wonder if they will give me another little taggy thing if it's an outlet bag. I wonder. Right, how nice is that? The outlet, you know, the hardware is what signifies it's from the outlet. It's not just that little gold minimal stamping, but I think it's nice. I like it. I like this shape, and my intention is to wear it, if you can imagine, with that short sort of Louis Vuitton looking strap, so that it is, so it's sort of like this as well, and obviously these will flop down with use, something like that. That is my part 3 of my Coach haul. I did not expect this to happen. I'm loving Coach. I still love my luxury, and thank you to those of you who watched my, chat about still loving luxury. But what I'm loving is the value for money. So I'm still spending what I would have spent on luxury pieces, but I'm just feeling like I'm getting more bang for my buck, you know what I mean? But I will still be buying Louis Vuitton. I will still buy other brands. I will still buy YSL. I still love luxury, mid-range, and lower. I'm not that much of a snob when it comes to these things. But anyway, let me know what you think of these pieces. If you have the black Rowan, how have you decked her out? Or if you have it all, what have you added to it? I've got lots of bits and bobs of charms and stuff. I might do another video about that. All in all, I look forward to reading your comments as always. Thank you so much for spending your very precious time with me watching this video. I hope I didn't talk too much, and if you just sort of cruised along and just did the, the scroll along just to see what I got, that's great too. Thank you very much. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give us a hype if you'd like. I'm hoping to get to 2,000 by the end of the year. I'm not too far away, but I don't have expectations that's going to happen straight away. So I've got to stop rambling. I've got to stop rambling. Take care, everybody. God bless, and I'll see you next time.